What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. And for today we have a bit different video. I usually do mostly the gameplay and the specific decks. Well, here I just wanted to give you my opinion on the DDDs and the DDD support. Should you invest into DDDs, and what's the whole situation with DDDs in general. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, join the family. So it does make it much easier for me to make more videos like this. Plus, it does help to grow the channel, and make, like I said, make more videos like this. But it does help you to not miss out when I'll be posting out other videos like this. Also, let me know what you think about this style of videos. I know most people enjoy more, the archetype specific decks and stuff, the gameplay. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy this version, this style, as well as the dual replays and the decks. I like to spice it up a bit, talk about some different stuff, not always just make the decks and stuff, but you need to give me feedback. Tell me what do you want to see. It's much easier when you give me feedback, then I have to strategize and think, would they want to see this content or would they want to see that content. Maybe you would like to see my thoughts on the meta. Maybe you would like to see my top 10 free-to-play decks or something. Just whatever you would like to see me do, what content you would like to see me do, just tell me. It's that easy. Or at least if it's hard to make videos like that, if you have just specific questions, then join us on Twitch, because I have complete focus for you guys. And I can easily, explain everything that needs to be explained and stuff. So yeah. Give me feedback in the comments anyways, and join us on Twitch so I can help you with anything, or give you answers to any question you have. So yeah, anyways, let's jump into the video. As you may know, we are getting tons of DDD support. First of all, we're getting this mini box. Second of all, we're getting the structure deck, and then third, we're getting the skill, probably, which is, we're definitely getting a skill with Declan, and maybe some level up rewards, event rewards that could, potentially be decent, I guess. So, is it any of that good? Will it make the deck top tier, break the deck tier 0? DDD's best deck? Well, the mini box, I commented in depth on my stream and on Twitch, my reaction and my opinions on the specific cards. And from the cards I'm seeing here in the mini box, I'm only liking really the Kepler, which is, I would say, amazing addition in general to DDDs, even if their playstyle remains the same. It's a great addition to their deck. But besides that, I'm not really inspired by the other DDD cards in this mini box. And like I predicted, they would give you good cards one by one. They won't give you, all of the support, break the deck, in the same mini box or the same box. It just doesn't make any sense that they would release cards like that. From experience, we know they release like a 1 to 2 good, 3 maybe at best good cards, and then they give you a skill that will boost the deck and that would make the deck top tier. So yeah, we expected basically that they will only give like a 1 good card from the box that would go straight up into the deck. And yeah, that's really only thing in this box that I see being used, really. You know how much I hate saying this, but I told you so. I freaking told you so that all of the cards will get reprinted. And if you invested, like, that's a lot of gems if you invested into DDDs. A lot of time, a lot of, maybe even money. It does cost a lot because it's 3 main boxes. So, as you can see, all of the cards basically got reprinted, so your investment was, pretty dumb, I would say. At least now, for the future, don't invest for the future. Invest when it's good. And even now, don't invest into this structure deck because we don't even know if it's gonna be good. But it is obvious that some decks, especially anime decks, do get reprinted in the structure decks. So it's not really the smartest idea to go in for the future, like I said, because we do know that it does happen. So it's much cheaper and it's much much more affordable if you just buy like it's at 1,000 gems, and then you have to buy for like a couple of dollars, which is nothing compared to tons of gems you invest into 3 main boxes and hundreds of dollars you may potentially invest. So like I said, nothing surprising here. We didn't really get too many new cards here. Some pendulum stuff and an exceed. I guess that's it. Nothing too special that would, there's literally 0 cards here that would break the deck. It's mostly just because it's reprinted. It's just here for the people who didn't invest back in the day for the future. And yeah, that can just now whale in and get these stuff. And finally, besides that, we are getting a skill, we're getting a new event, we're getting level up rewards. There may be some stuff that will, make the deck top tier potentially. Of course, the skill being the most probable option out of these. But of course, the question is how the deck will adapt, what the deck will look like. Because if they make the skill, pendulum style, if you have to incorporate pendulums into your deck, the whole playstyle may change. So, it's not that easy to say. It's not that easy to say if the deck will be top tier or not, because we don't even know what's even, coming out, first of all. And second of all, how it will perform. Like, there are some decks and some archetypes that we thought, oh, it's gonna be amazing, it's gonna be tier 0, and it just flopped. So don't be surprised if this flops. I wouldn't be surprised if DDDs flop, because then you will just wait for another DDD support in the next main box or whatever. Konami will milk even more money from you if the deck isn't good now. So yeah. And that said, where in the meta could DDDs even fit? Like, if we look the top tier decks, do DDDs have is there even a space for DDDs? Like, I feel like DDDs would really struggle against Harpies because they have multiple interruptions. So if DDDs go second against Harpies can easily, deal with them, usually, pretty easily. Melodious, I do not know if DDDs in general have an out to Melodious besides I don't know, side deck and stuff. Like, do Melodious really just straight up kill the deck? And if that is true, if Melodious just straight up kill the deck, then how can DDDs even be top tier? Like, at best, if DDDs are so amazing but they straight up lose to Melodious, they can at best be tier 3, even though that is even hard, because if Melodious straight up kill the deck, then how good they can actually be in this meta. They can't win anything if they will at some point face Melodious. But I don't know how the version will look like, how the DDD deck will look like, how they can play even against Melodious. Because Melodious can, first of all, Schuberta banish all of their stuff from graveyard, and they utilize stuff from graveyard, their slimes and stuff. I'm not sure, but they use stuff from graveyard. Also, do they even have an out to Bloom Diva? Second of all. And third of all, finally, score. Like, they don't have an out to... They deal with the monsters in a way they attack. So if they attack into score, they literally do not have outs. So it seems like they literally do not have a space in this meta. And sure, they may be decent against Water and Yosenju, which is also debatable. I don't know. We're not gonna dive that deep into it. But if they straight up lose to Melodious and Harpies, like, how good the deck can be realistically. So yeah, from looking just right now, it's not looking good for DDDs. That is a fact. From what we have seen right now. But yeah, like I said, just wait. we will see. And then if it performs, you can invest into it safely, you know. So to basically conclude, you are getting a couple of decent cards that will definitely make DDDs better. Now the question is, of course, will they make them top tier? You have to. So my recommendation is to wait at least when it releases, first of all, and second, you know, to see what's the skill even. And second of all, you would like to wait until, you know, a couple of weeks to see how it settles in the meta and how it, you know, how it performs really. If we're talking specifically, you know, is it a good investment? Of course, you need to wait. If you like, you know, if you're gonna whale in anyways, even if it's not a good investment, then, you know, what's the point? What's the point of me talking here, explaining is this good or not? Because you're gonna whale in anyways. So yeah, this was just to show for those who like the deck, who like the archetype, who want to invest into the DDDs, but also want the deck being good, and, you know, don't have infinite amount of money to, you know, if the deck doesn't perform, that they would be still fine, you know. So yeah, the safest option is wait. That is always the safest option, wait. And in a couple of weeks we will know everything. We will know, you know, if the deck top tier, if the deck is top tier, and if you should invest really into the new support. But from what we have seen now, I can confidently say that it's not gonna be top tier without the skill, of course. If the skill breaks the deck, then it could be top tier, but I'm just not seeing that place will, you know, they really need a turn 1, a great turn 1, because they are a turn 2 deck usually, you know. So if the skill gives them an opportunity to make a, you know, a great turn 1, then this deck can be top tier. But, you know, everything in due time. I know you may be excited for DDDs, you know, it's maybe your favorite archetype. Like, I know tons of people who are hyped and stuff, but realistically, from what we have seen now, like, this structure deck sucks. The mini box basically sucks. There's only one good card. So take it as you want, but I'm not excited for DDDs for now until we see, first of all, the skill, like I said, the, you know, level up rewards, I guess, and the event cards, I guess, and of course how it performs generally in the competitive scale, really. That said, if you want to invest, if you want to wait, that's probably the smarter idea, but, you know, do your thing. I'm just here to tell you my how I feel about DDD support for now, and what I would do if I was on your place. So yeah, to answer the question, DDD best deck, maybe, but maybe no. We will have to wait and see for that. Like, why do you want a conclusive answer, buy or don't buy? It's because you really probably like the deck and you just want a confirmation that it's fine to invest into the deck. But you never get that, you know, satisfaction feeling that you made the right investment. It's always gonna be a risk, and get used to it. It's a game, you know. It can get nerfed in a week or two, you know. You know, if it's tier 0 broken, it can get even nerfed. If it's you know, if it seems like it's gonna be good, it may not turn out good. So yeah, that's the game. Just realize it has consequences, you know. It can get better, it can get pretty good, it can get bad. It's the nature of the game. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed my review and my I didn't say really prediction, because I didn't really predict how good it's gonna be, because I don't really like, you know, making estimations on purely based on, you know, this, because we don't know the most important things, the most important factors that will make or break this deck. In due time we will see, of course, and yeah, you will see for yourself if it's the right thing to do. Guys, I dragged it long enough. That's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.